Hey there, it's your gamer friend Peadee, and we are back in the random acts of crafting SMP multiplayer server. I got about 2.5 stacks of rails, and I made a little cheaty, shift block bridge all the way to the neighboring island. It's dark, so I don't really want to go over there because it does not have any well, it has some torches because I just threw some out there, but I only threw a very few torches out there. You can see how dim it is. There's about 15 torches on the entire island right now. And it's at least like 8 times bigger than this place. Here, you can look at it on the map here. See this little dot where I am here? That's the neighboring island. Our destination is here. That's where our new base is going to be. Let's quickly make some more torches. Do I have? Yeah. I hate to steal it from my furnaces because I use them. I use the furnaces, so I need the coal to be in there, but I don't feel like looking around for my coal stash. Let's go ahead and go over there. We'll get some XP, which we need, so we can level up some books. Click. I'll go ahead and take my bow out in case anything's right close to the shore here. Pig followed me across the bridge, and well, he followed me to the bridge and then fell into my minecart, so I went ahead and just carroted him over to my pen for my cows. All the cows that you see here are actually from me, because there were only pigs on this island. Let's see if we can get that creeper. Oh no, I didn't quite. Oh, that was too high. There we go. Hold still. Oh, I thought he was going to move some more. Ah, close. I'm wasting all my arrows. There he goes. The zombie looks like he's got enchanted armor on. Enchanted leather. He's got a shovel too. Aren't you a doll? With your little purple leather armor. Ah, I didn't drop it. Let's try to get all these arrows that I missed. Let's see here. We need better get some torches up here, just to make this safe for future travel. It's weird to see a hanging tree. It happens though. But Benchy if you look in my earlier episodes, Benchy was one of the members of the server, and he pranked me. And I actually I keep on finding little evidence of his. Oh, hello. Did you come to play? Don't bring a bow to a knife fight, buddy, or a sword fight. I actually do bring a bow to a sword fight, because you'll probably win unless you. Let's see if we can get rid of this creeper. Ah, man. What happened to my... Ah, what am I doing today? There we go. That is another zombie. And another zombie. Pa-dunk. Stop by. I get all kinds of crazies because I'm so well lit up. Like under area under my base is the whole underground is lit up. So this is gonna get really good rates. Look, there's an Enderman over here. Is everything? They've been dying to spawn over here. Come on. Eat something real fast. I'm trying to use the nighttime so I can kind of see where the dark spots are to help prevent spawning. It's a lot easier than... God damn it. 2 more minutes and you would have been fine. Ah, you made me knock out my torch. Jerks. Hey, there's another enchanted zombie. Anyway, when I brought cows to my island, I just basically it just held grain and oh, it's a skeleton. Oh, look, he's all enchanted up. Look at that. He's got pants and didn't do you any good though, did it, buddy? Hey, I got some free fire protection 2 leather pants. That's pretty handy, I'm sure. There's another creeper. Oops. There's a spider somewhere. Oh, this one's friendly now. Yeah, ironically, this would have been a much better base, but when I originally sailing away, I was trying to get as far as I could from other members, and I basically just sailed due south, and until I started to find, like, oops, there was a creeper behind me. Are you still there? Thank you for hissing. Shit. Anyway, and I started to pass this island, and I was like, nah, that's too small. And then I crashed into a squid, and it broke my boat. And it was in the middle of the night, and there were already mobs on the island. But I was like, whatever, fine. If you insist, we will make this the base. So I basically had to, there were no trees on the island, but I had 1 sapling, or well, maybe a couple saplings. Holy crap! I almost killed myself. Ooh, that's a nice dark big hole here. That's what I get for chatting instead of paying attention. Okay. Oops. Okay, I didn't fall as bad as I thought I did. There we go. Yeah, and now you can see our destination. That's the tip of it anyway. Basically, I want to convert the entire island, or well, this peninsula, into a sort of a fortress, and maybe convert one of these hills into a sort of what would you call it? Like a skull or something? I don't know. It's kind of stereotypical, but it's also like something like when I would play Dungeons and Dragons as a kid, that would have been like the most awesome thing ever. And I'm sure that it had Minecraft existed when I was playing Dungeons and Dragons. I would have been in creative mode, and I would have like said, this is what the city looks like and stuff like that, and I would have spent more time building the city than I would have ever done actually being you know, in the game or whatever. But yeah, it's fun. My mom sent me a box of all my old Dungeons and Dragons stuff, and I was looking through all the stuff that I had from when I was like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, and it's just funny to see like my handwriting and you know, and just the stuff, like the crazy notes I wrote to myself and stuff, because you know, I've got, you know, what are character sheets, which are, I don't know if you don't know what Dungeons and Dragons are. Character sheets are, oh, let's just get this coal here. I need some more torches. I was about to go back to the island to get more coal, but we don't need that. I better eat something, speaking of. I always forget how good pumpkin pie fills your hunger bar. Anyway, you know, it's just fun to look at. Oh, look, I had a whole stack of torches, idiot. It's just fun to look back at your thought process when you're young. I mean, I know you guys are probably, some of you are at that age, but try to keep some of your stuff, you know what I mean, so that you can look back one day and just say like, wow, what was I thinking, or hey, that was a neat idea I had, you know, all that, you know, you have all those kind of epiphanies at once, you know. You kind of go like, you know, you smile at yourself because you're like, oh, I was such a little kid then, you know, and you know, it's sort of like if you know, want to be a fireman, you know, when you're in 2nd grade or something like that, you know, and then you end up being, you know, like a web designer like me, you know. I wanted to be a veterinarian actually, not a fireman, but animal doctor, as I like to say. I was very adamant about it. And I almost went into biology in college, but my favorite thing to ever do is to read books and write book reports. That was my favorite thing to do in school, because I'd like to read so much. So it was just like I don't know, it just seemed like a natural fit to become an English major, because that's basically what you do, you know. And not really book reports at this point, but you know, essays and stuff like that, but it's just easier to say it that way. But yeah, and you know, and then content creation and web development kind of fit naturally into that, because I got into like desktop publishing with some friends and things like that, and we just enjoyed like publishing, you know, books of poetry. This is Benchy's little secret stash here, I guess, that when he was doing his prank on me. It's empty now. I'm gonna go, well, I'll leave it for posterity's sake. But I'm guessing this is where he had some of his supplies squirreled away. Anyway, let's go back to the island. As you can see, I need probably maybe twice as many rails so to go across the island and then to connect to the other island. I don't think that little abandoned mine shaft that I found is going to help me much with that. But you never know. You might notice I have like one of every tree. I've got oak, birch, and spruce, and jungle tree, cocoa beans, and there's a jungle tree. Yeah, I cut them down every once in a while when I need wood, but one of my pranks my revenge prank to Benchy, you should probably just look back, but Benchy, when I first came to the island, he, because Eternal Beta gave me a little world tour, and we went to Benchy's place, and I took a stack of eggs on the off chance that I could, you know, hoping that I would be able to get some chickens in case I didn't run into chickens on the way. And I ended up on this island, so I definitely needed those eggs, because I only, and I think of the, oh jeez, I hate carrying around a bow as my equipped item, because I end up like shooting arrows everywhere. Anyway, I ended up only getting one chicken, I think, and so I ended up I had to wait till it made eggs, and then it took forever, because you know the odds of getting an egg can be fairly slim sometimes. When you only have one chicken, you know, an egg that hatches, I should say. So it took me a long time to get enough chickens, and then finally, once I got a breeding pair, then I could, you know, kind of go nuts. And where's that pumpkin? There we are. Might as well put that in there. Oh, sugar. Do I have? Oh, of course I have reeds. They're right there. So anyway, and I told Benchy in our Skype group chat that we have for the server. I said something like, I said, "I'm sorry. I hope it's okay. I stole some eggs." And he's like, "Yeah, no problem." But in the meantime, what he did was he came over and built. Well, he left me like hundreds of chickens, and he built a bunch of chicken statues that look similar to this, but with a tail that was a lever and stuff like that. I dyed this one pink. They were all white, and so he had hundreds of chickens all around. And because I don't know how many stacks of eggs he brought, and then he gave me this ender chest, which I have my stuff in it now, of course. But he gave me an ender chest, you know, and that was his way of getting the eggs and stuff to my place, because you know they take up a lot of inventory space. And it was a pretty funny prank. And then there's another. We did a group thing where we killed the end dragon, and we were kind of cleaning up spawn, and Benchy, I kept on replanting this tree because we had a member of the server that didn't last very long on our server. No need to go into it, but he did this thing where he chopped down a bunch of trees and just left like what I would call a muffin top. You know, he just left like one log and all the leaves. So there were like 10 or 12 trees around spawn that didn't have trunks. All they had was a floating leaf dome with a stump keeping the leaves alive. And so I just, rather than pillar up and chop down all these trees, I just used logs that I had in my inventory and just kept on building I just rebuilt the tree, basically, the tree trunk. And then all of a sudden, at one of the trees that I had already fixed, someone knocked out a block out of the tree again. So I finally, like, on group chat was like, "Hey, whoever's doing that, stop it!" But it turns out it was Benchy, and I was literally like, I would look down, like, I don't know, like into my inventory or something, and while I was looking down, he would literally like chop the trunk away out from under me, as I was like in front of the tree, and it was pretty funny. I have to admit, it was pretty funny, but it was annoying. But so what I did as my revenge prank to Benchy, I went to his base, and well, first I went to the jungle, and I chopped down, because I don't know if you have ever tried to purposely get jungle tree saplings, but a jungle tree does not always drop like an oak tree. You're usually good to get 2 to 4 saplings from a jungle tree, from an oak tree. But for some reason, a jungle tree does not have that sort of statistical drop. It might give you none, or it gives you 1, or maybe 2. So I had to chop down trees for like an hour and a half to get, I think I only ended up with like 36 jungle trees. And but I had tons and tons of oak saplings and whatnot. So I basically went to his base, and he has like a city, like a villager city that he built, and he has a big mob tower and things like that. And I planted all my saplings, and I bone mealed them, and just made like a crazy amount of trees. And a bunch of trees I would leave like big gaps, like I did, like, you know, I would let a big tree grow, and then I would knock out like every other block, so that it would so, and I left him a note that said, I know that you like trees missing their trunks, so I left you a few, you know. But I just, and I like built like I got one giant tree, and then I like bone meal trees inside of the tree, and then more trees, and so I made like a giant tree that was just enormous. And you know, he thought that was pretty funny, and he actually liked some of the trees, so he kept a lot of them, I think. It was a pretty funny revenge prank. But the point is that because I was in the jungle chopping down all these stupid trees so I could get saplings, I ended up with stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of jungle wood. Because like I have, what is that, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 full stacks of jungle wood still. And that's like my primary wood right now, you know. But yeah. So yeah, I have a lot of jungle wood, and jungle wood is not, I mean, it's kind of a weird color as far as design goes. A lot of people don't know. See, how did I end up with three jungle trees now? I'll never know. I mean, I would have killed to have 3 jungle tree saplings. I don't know why this one never grows. I'm gonna put it here, I guess. I guess it's too close to whatever. Here, I'm gonna put it over here. I know that some of them are kind of picky about what they do. Anyway, this has kind of been a, oh, look at that, a 4th one. I'll be damned. That's the most I've ever gotten from a jungle tree. See, and this one didn't, as far as I know, didn't drop any. No. See, the small one didn't drop any, and this one dropped 4 so far. Anyway, but so yeah, so I ended up with hundreds and hundreds of chickens too from Benchy's prank. I think I still have the fruits of them. Yeah, so I mean, I was eating chicken for forever. I mean, I think I had like 3 stacks of chicken that I cooked. And at the end, I wasn't even trying to pick it up because it was just too much. You know, because a lot of the chickens had turned into ducks, as they say. You know, they were out in the ocean, so you know, I had to dive, and it's pretty deep around here, so it was pretty hard to dive for you know, a stupid feather or a chicken body or whatever, you know, happened to pop off that I couldn't catch in time. I was just seeing what's in this inventory. I want to put this. Okay, where's the jungle tree chest? Here we are. So I have 2 jungle tree saplings. So anyway, sorry this was sort of a talky episode and I really didn't get much done. I did all the building off screen mostly because I you know, laying blocks, you know, shifting and laying blocks, not the most interesting whatever, but yeah, I'm looking forward to expanding over there, and we're going to be doing this. And I've been planning this fortress idea for a really long time, and of course Peadee is building something very similar to what my idea is, and neither of us was, it's not like an original thing or whatever, but it kind of killed me that he did it. I mean, and I love what he's doing and stuff, and I'm a big fan of Peadee, but I wish that I had built mine first, because I know there's going to be people that are going to be convinced that I'm copying him or whatever. But I'm not. You know, although I'm sure watching him change things and things like that has probably given me some good ideas. Anyway, I did use jungle wood here in my little undersea. I think when I did my original tour I didn't show this, but you can, it's getting dusk now, but you can still see what it looks like in the day. It looks pretty cool, I think, you know, with the light coming through and things like that. And it just goes down to my branch mine, which I will, oh, it's not quite dark enough yet, which I'm gonna go visit after I stop recording today, because I still need more resources, as usual, especially now. I have all the cobble in the world, though. I have all, see, this is more stacks of jungle wood and things. This is just for, so I don't have to go all the way to the top. If I need more picks or whatever, you know, I can just do it here. This is a food dispenser. Click. Yeah, I got some melons on this side, and I think this side has got steak, if I'm not mistaken. Oops, I don't have an inventory slot open. But yeah, it's steak over here. But let's get one more to fill up our hunger bar. Oh dear. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, so be sure to like, comment, share, favorite, and subscribe. And if you're new, seriously, consider subscribing. This is a once weekly series, but I'll do Minecraft 3 days a week otherwise on my solo LP world. I'm thinking of doing a Feed the Beast LP. I was invited to a server a while back, but I don't know if that server is still open, but I may just do it in a single player world, just so I can mess things up and kind of learn from scratch, you know. I kind of casually watch Feed the Beast, but I watch it more for entertainment than actual note taking, if you will. Here, I'm gonna bone meal these bones, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna force these trees to grow. Click. Click. Let's see if I can get this spruce to go. There we go. No problem. Anything else I can grow here? Lovely grass. I wish that if you had cows, they would eat the long grass and just leave, you know, the short grass. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.